Petco. Brand new ones, they retros. Live fast, die on set, my headstone. Stop been grown. You ain't get money, Ben Frank in the friend zone. I ain't never switched up on the family. Be talking to that at me. Gotta watch my wrist, that's classy. I'm a dog to a she nasty. And I'm God, she me. My mama proud she had me. Can't let nobody surpass me. I move to the back like an athlete. Got a little buzz, but these zippers don't chance me. Just take a look at my rap sheet. Independent, man, these can't stand me. Won't stop till I got me a Grammy. A crib with a leg and a whip for my granny. I ain't never had me no plan B. Look at me now, got a problem, get at me.
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight. Telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up wings for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than one formula, they love the way I drive. Yeah, I've been a prize, there's no need to be surprised. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, like that. Hey.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today we've got an intriguing NFC matchup lined up here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Now the Michigan man, Jake Moody, to get us started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. He may go. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that'll make it third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing is Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. What a run there. I mean, you've got speed, elusiveness, escapability, all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached to get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Swift will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. Third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
Third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. Purdy from his own end zone. A short throw here to Latu. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down. Near his goal line, here's Purdy. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Purdy from the gun. That is caught. Room past the 35. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey, and he'll get it down here to the 43. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Now a draw play to McCaffrey, and he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Purdy. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Deebo Samuel, 39 yards. And the 49ers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Moody good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone.
Boston Scott on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
73.
Here's Hurts to throw. That is incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Great. Set.
They'll try it now with Swift. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Eagles nothing.
Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 68 yards. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 out the gate early.
88 out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, no, they got the touchdown. It's not 88 out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On second down, McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. McCaffrey running up the middle. And now off to the races, down the right side. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 46 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again.
And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Ayuk goes in motion.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. 82 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop it.
Led the right down in the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
Third and 8. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for second and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Here's second and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. The 20. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles have cut the lead back down to 2. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. This is now a 1-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 108 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game You think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. The ball comes out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Purdy. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you to come in like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 30 now to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. They'll give him 4 yards there. 3rd and 7 now. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Give the sack to future Cox.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. So he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And his kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for 1 play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Eagles 20.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
15 for the Niners there and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. Adding second down.
Nothing open downfield. He had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Back to throw, Purdy. His throw incomplete.
Now you could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 124 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 22 and a first down.
One of the good things offenses did years ago was they lettered their gaps the same on each side. A gap between guard and center on either side. That's what you want to control when you're trying to run the ball up the middle.
And why is that?
Because typically you either have a big nose guard in there in an odd front, 3-man front, or you have defensive tackles that might line up in the A-gaps trying to gain an advantage and get upfield themselves. If you can control that, it gives the back plenty of space to pick and choose where to go.
And there, a great inside run, broke the contact and got some space.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Second and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Play number 9 of the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Purdy off the play fake. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. And they'll begin by running the option. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now 1 yard to go on third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run here with Swift. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this.
Well, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long.
Hey, Silver.
Hurts sets up to throw it. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Go Silver, ready?
Throwing is Hurts. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Now Moody for the PAT. And the lead is up to 14.
Next to score, Niners 34, Eagles 20.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Second and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the option to give to Swift here. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Great.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And down to the 41.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Swift. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And brought down, but not before they're in inside the 25. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. Back to the running game with Swift. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. But if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. 155 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. That he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. This is brought in at the 21. So call that a 56-yard punt with a return of about 11. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one goes for 30 yards.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st down, Hurts. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Here we go, 1st and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. Touchdown, Eagles! DeAndre Swift from a yard out. And the Eagles have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Some time here for the onside kick and then the 2-minute warning. And the 49er hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here's a 2nd and 5. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll give just under 90 seconds remaining. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch, get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
So here we go. It's Jake Moody now in a big spot. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And that is going to sail wide right. It's no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. Well, things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage. And this is one of those gotta-have-it drives. You can't start much better than that. Big yardage there. And just as important, he's able to get out of bounds. And now, that changes everything.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Back to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the Niners have just about sewn up this football game.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. This is McCaffrey on the give. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he did. It's incomplete. The throw took him past
breaks the boundary, and it's fourth.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it up to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. 54-yard punt, 14 on the return, nets him 40. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it fly. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
Great, set. Hey!
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. With zeros on the clock. And an extra point will send us to OT.
Well, there's no doubt they just seized the momentum with that one. They can go ahead and kick the extra point here and ride that home wave on into overtime.
And now the decision is to go for two. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. Hurts will throw. And it's incomplete. So they gambled and went for two. They went for the win, and it cost them the game. Well, this one was certainly one to remember. At the end, they get the touchdown. Thinking they're going to go for the PAT to tie it. They went for the win. Charles had guts to call it, but it didn't come to fruition.
And I know the actual call happened right here at this game, but it really happened during the week where the head coach told himself, in a situation like this, we're going for the win. They didn't get it, but he had conviction in what he was doing.
So you think those moments often premeditated?
I think they have to be, because if you rely on everything to come to you during the heat of battle, you often make more mistakes. And I think he felt like he had the team that could win, and he wanted to go for it every time.
That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
I'm really just getting started. You've only witnessed the tease. 10,000 steps ahead as I choke on this. 2017 was my moment of truth. I was a year away from not being known as a youth. Approaching manhood. Peach fuzz covered my chin. Even then I would leave rap going with the wind. I'm not a Muslim, so why would I lie or pretend? I'm not too good at following trends. I am the trend. I am the truth. I am the God. I am the Zen. There is no way around it. My just make amends. These flows are coated golden. If you then I must be the cold and exploding what the commode is. Real soon they're gonna have to mention Mr. Clay the magician with the greatest of Drizzy, Drakes, and Wheezies, Andres and Jiggers, Pac, Biggie, and Nas, Face Mob, Easy and Raekwon. It's easy to say these things looking for clout, but this is non-fiction. The proof's in the pudding, it's none missing. You and your opinion, you can stick that up your... I jumped to touch the sky and landed on planet Uranus. Houston, we got a problem. No need to look for solutions. I'm stacking Eisenhowers. Deceased presidents in the wall in my residence as I increase stepping on balling forever while kissing the sweet melanin of a broad that I met in the Netherlands. Address me as Marcus Clay, the developing veteran. That's why I got no time to sleep. I gotta creep the late night to get this cake to bake right. I'm thinking real estate licenses. I've seen multiple moments of indecisiveness. I got scars on my back.
that resemble tiger snitch. When it's all said and done, I'll be one of the greatest you know. The only one left like a by the Uno. But who knows what the future holds. But moving stupid. Most of you do it for the internet, and I'm not into that. And that's the disconnect. Comparing me to these rappers is disrespect. Who's the best MC? Cole, Kendrick, and me? Listen, the past bananas, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over, you bragging ignorance, you lack the vision from sacrilegious. I feel my wrath as you ever offended. My clearly crafted mission with crass intentions. You may have given them credit so they can save now. This ain't the end and you might as well go and lay down. Make way to witness the heights are going, I'm paid down. You pray for distance with guys like me, it's too late now. Preparation means opportunity, no? Being great has ambiguity, no?
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the San Francisco 49ers. It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47, -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And only able to get this to the 19. Should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Go. 2nd and 6. Again, it's Edwards. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Jackson from the shotgun. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ballgame. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
That play ended for a net loss thanks to Javon Hargrave. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They go play action now. Jackson. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, trying to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure running. Well, he almost did that himself, but it looks like he's about a foot or two short. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. From the 43, here's a second down and 9. Purdy. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jennings. 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Purdy completes this one here to McCaffrey. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. Touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 26 yards. And the 49ers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Throw left side complete. That's Flowers. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up second down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away. Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Jackson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Here's Jordan Stout now. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. That's taken on the 25. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense
1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook and show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Now Purdy. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. Still on his feet. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. You see Purdy, he's going to shift them around. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
7 yards there and a 1st down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Right back to Mitchell here. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. They run over center with Mitchell. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, here's Mitchell. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he's going to have a 1st down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Able to power through. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. McCaffrey is in.
Touchdown, 49ers. Extra point try now for Moody. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson's throw is on target to Likely. Look at the big man rumble. And down to the 7-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 74 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver and that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Purdy from his own end zone. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Purdy from the gun. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. A 2nd down throw for Purdy. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive of the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Here's third and a few inches. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Well, he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 95 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
Out of the gun, Purdy. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7.
And Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else. They'll drop to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he is going to have the 49ers first and over at 30 yards. They find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On the handoff, Mitchell. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Here's Purdy. That is caught. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 18. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Purdy looking to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down. They'll run for it, McCaffrey. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Crossing route, he finds Likely. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
3rd and goal, Jackson. Flush to his right. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Jackson will keep it, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Ravens go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And that one will bounce
It's out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try and grab that lead back.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. On second down, McCaffrey.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning.
118 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Now 2nd and 4.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here's 1st down. Throwing, Purdy. Ayuk bringing it in on the crossing route here.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 12-yard line.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1.
That's Samuel, caught left side.
And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, Parker. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Here now, 2nd and goal.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead. So how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros. And I don't think there should be much of a discussion here, but you know how I am. You kick the football, you take the lead. How bold do you want to be in this situation, though?
A 24-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. I guess we can call that a welcome to the NFL moment right there. And he came in with open arms and knocked it through.
Yeah, how about that? It's almost surely a game winner, right? And, you know, rookie kickers, usually the leash is kind of short, isn't it? I think they went ahead and got that extended model for him now after making that kick. And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.
Yeah, if I did it, then I did it right. Yeah, this ain't happened for me overnight. Yeah, bet against me, you gon' pay the price. Yeah, down to business, I ain't playing nice. Yeah, so ahead of y'all, I'm out of sight. Yeah, when you pop it, they don't wanna slice. Yeah, greed and envy, that's a part of life. Yeah, mediocre, that just won't suffice. Better now than ever. Ain't no cracking under pressure. The boy's clever. If I did it, it was stellar. Nobody fresher. Stop complaining, man, my head hurts. These catchy records ain't nothing really but a walk in the park for me. Heard the catalog, you know I got some scars on me. My days thinking if I would ever live inside the background. Now I pull strings, they out to get me another day, another man down. I'm picking my shoes, I'm picking the litter, I'm pushing the limit, I'm picking the slack now. The glitters ain't gold, look around where we roam through. In the land of the broken, it's a lot we was prone to. Quicker sand was engulfing, but intact with my soul. But dispatch, I'm evolving, searching for solitude. While most fold, I'm comic composed. Stop the politicking with no, they voters is froze. I'm off the hit with the 50s, I can't be product and system. I pray to God, no, he listen, won't seal my fate with some kisses. Nah, cause we ain't got time to keep off our toes. The type of vigor make you consider throwing the towel. I'm in the mood to make y'all remember going a proud. Sharpen my sword, declaring the war on foes and cows, yeah. So pass me the torch, thrones and crowns. It's the voice of the future tonight, rooster sounds. The Bronze Age forever, this a God-given level on a high like crescendo where my mind state resemble. Pick your shoes and pick the slack now. Spend most of my days thinking if I would ever live inside the background.
I count this money, then I count my blessings. If I ever took an L, then it stood for lesson. I'm the one, ain't no second guessing. Tried to dim my light, but my soul fluorescent. Wait, I tried to stay, but depressing. I even prayed to God, he ain't get the message. I'm living in the present, they gon' feel my presence. You can't dim my light, cause I'm luminescent. I rose from the ashes of the section. I seen a stranger in my own reflection. I point the in my own direction. I would've did it for my own protection. Keep debating about the GOAT. I'm the one like 2, 3, 4, 5. How you playing both sides? How I made 1 million, 2 million, multi. How I made 8 figures, 8 million, 4 times. And I was underutilized the whole time. It's rigged. I guess they couldn't find a gold mine, you dig? The sheep sleep on me, but the ghost cosign. I stopped thinking about the future, cause we got no time. The world changed. Damn. The world changed.